Hello everyone, welcome back to From the Margins Gaming. This is episode 2 of Scarlet... Oh shit, what was it called? I've completely... Scarlet Hollow, sorry. I have already forgotten what it's called. When we last left off, our lovely cousin and hostess Tabitha just told us that we could do pretty much whatever we want, including go straight to the forbidden wing of the state. Please don't let us go straight. Anyway, I'm not going to be going to the forbidden wing of the estate just yet, because if this is a decision-making game and they are going to remember, I'm going to be a good girl and go settle in my room. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. Besides, it seems like we kind of annoyed her enough. I want to be as nice as possible, at least in the outset. You stand at the entrance of your room. Put spare clothes. Oh, opossum! Okay, if the cat's name's Mustard, you're gonna be named Ketchup. Hello, Ketchup. Anyway, you drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It's quiet but angry. Aw, this possum reminds me of my friends. Would you like a boiled peanut? You hold out your still-dripping bag of boiled peanuts. No! Oh, I forgot they faked death, my bad. The possum hisses in disgust, stiffens, and begins to drool, feigning death. You close the drawer, you might as well leave it be. You open the top drawer. It's empty. As good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. Man, I'm glad I didn't kill the possum. I got worried for a second, but completely forgot that that's like the whole thing they do. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag. But there's no going back now. God, I can't speak today. Let's see. Examine painting. This must be a very old relative of yours. Very old. Judging by the dates on the inscription, you've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago. That's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Considering she's doing a lot of stuff in town right now to help prepare for her mom's funeral, she's probably not feeling too talkative. Check out the closet. You can see why your cousin said she'd put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You can pick it up to examine it more closely. Its tag reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet behind you. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. It looks very nice, but with the perspective, I can't tell if that's going straight or if it's going up a hill given the stairs. You'd go out and pull the weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which, of course, would have little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. I like hibiscus tea, personally. Yeah, you'd definitely do that, just not right now. I don't want to take a nap yet, because I feel like that might actually progress things. Or we can head to town. I do eventually want to investigate the Forbidden Wing, but I'm going to be good for now. I'll get a PB&J. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the cracks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. I swear, I can read just fine until I'm asked to do it out loud. You're back in the kitchen, ready to talk to Mustard. Ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. Good kitty. Meow. Meow. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread plates, and a knife. Oh yeah, I forgot he actually had a different name. Search the pantry. Oh, one little mouse. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Oh, Jesus, yeah, she does. Look closer. You skimmed into the darkness of the pantry. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collected on its cover. You pick it up. You flip to the bookmarked page. Both calf's brain and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, and you can imagine how vile the combination art of the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far away, far, far away from this place. Aspic and calf's brain? Interesting. You shut the book and put it back in its place. Take the bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great, one step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and the PB&J itself. Take the peanut butter. The king of nut butters could have phrased that better, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. I feel like I heard that statistic somewhere, but I think I heard it about some other food. All you need now is jelly, a plate, and a knife. Not gonna take mac and cheese. I'm gonna be nice. She's going through a hard time right now. Close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. What about the fridge? As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words "Okie dokie." That's not how I spell okie dokie. I spell okie dokie with 2 Y's. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you've yet to touch anything other than the handle. It's a lot of butter. I wonder what kind of ice cream that is. Did she say? I can't remember. Banana chocolate. It's not the worst combination. Not my favorite, but let's see. Old takeout. I'm curious. What's old takeout look like? Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting, beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. For God's sake, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep, primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. So melodramatic. I'm not going to check the mayonnaise, because I don't want to ruin the idea of mayonnaise, because I might name the next creature that. Take jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of jelly. Carefully checking its expiration date, you breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. What is everybody's favorite type of jelly? I think I like strawberry jelly the best. The only things you need now are a plate and a knife. Better close this fridge and keep looking. Return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. A knife and a plate. I guess there's cabinets. Yes! The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishes, well, the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. Grab a plate and a butter knife. You grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Ooh, shot glass. Does it say 50th? Like 50th birthday? What does the shot glass got? It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Their aunt's name was Pearline, so this was not from her 50th. Pearline. From the few stories you heard of your mom, Pearl Ann, wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses for their birthday parties. Maybe it belongs to Janie. I've completely forgotten. Who's Janie? Is Janie the woman that comes and restocks the fridge and the food? You imagine she might need an alcoholic beverage to get through cleaning this place. Yep, especially with Tabitha's sour face peering over her shoulder. Girl, I hear that. Examine the mug. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Aw, I know where Blowing Rock is. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Okay, so if this is in Virginia and it's only a couple hours, it's gotta be like, well, we already know it's in the Appalachians, but is it near like Blacksburg, Virginia? Somewhere in that general region? Maybe you can route, route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see local sights before heading home. I don't want to grab a bowl. You close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Make that PB&J. Despite the state of the horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a PB&J sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. I really want to check out the garden. Hey, Frou-Frou / Mustard. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains fastened in place. This is clearly Frou-Frou's spot on the counter. I want to pet her so badly, but she bit me last time, and I don't want to scare her. I want her to know that I'm friendly. I'm sorry, Frou-Frou Mustard. Check out garden. This garden was recently reclaimed by wilderness. Was reclaimed by wilderness long ago. You don't think you want to go out there after all? Are you even up to date on your tetanus shots? Actually, that's a good question. Am I up to date on my tetanus shots? I think I got my last tetanus shot when I was... Okay, I might need to get new tetanus shots soon. You close the door behind you and return to the kitchen. I think I've seen everything I can do here. God, that's so tempting. If I come back after going to town, I might do it. Let's explore the town. There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between you two, I am so sorry. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Ooh. Finally, you made it back to town. What is this, Union, South Carolina? Rip. The Holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. The fuck? Oh, it's a pug? He's so ugly, but I love him. You're mayonnaise. Unless this person named you otherwise. Okay, I love the Mothman shirt. So cool. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very Gretchen, I wanted to name you mayonnaise. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Good movie with Anne Hathaway. Well, a movie with Anne Hathaway. A pug, she's so cute. I love pugs. She's so cute. Thanks, she is cute. Sure, most of her teeth have fallen out and she's got a couple weird growths, but for a 17-year-old pug, that's pretty good. That's actually really good for a pug to be 17. Good job, pug. She's 17? That's gotta be really old for a dog, right? It sure is. She's about 84 in dog years. I'm hoping she beats the current record holder and makes it to 19. Or better yet, 20. The more time we get together, the better. Isn't that right, Gretch? I mean, it's only good if your dog has some sort of quality of life. If you're keeping the dog alive for the sake of just keeping it alive, that's not so cool. But if your dog's healthy enough to live and not be in pain, then that's better. Good job, dog. But where are my manners? Oh, her name's Stella. Where are my manners? Talking to you for this long without introducing myself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks. But you don't look dusty enough for that. Also, I apologize. It just occurred to me that I might be getting feedback from the sound on the TV, so turn it down. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Ugh. Okay, I love that I'm just offering boiled peanuts to every human being in town. But, yep, I just got to town today. Wow, I didn't think there'd be anybody else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? I haven't seen her since Pearl Ann died. Or for a while before that, now that I think about it. She's struggling. I don't think she's doing too well. She's been icy, but it feels like she's putting it on as a front. She's always been a little rough around the edges, to be honest. It's always been hard to tell if that's just the way she is or if she's just putting on an act her whole life. To think she's been up at that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. Thanks for letting me know, by the way. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everybody had to at least get along with everybody else. I hear that. My graduating class had like 89 people in it in high school. She was a grade ahead of me, but everybody knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in school's production of A Midsummer Night Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. Man, a lot of mustard. This playthrough's gonna have a lot of mustard through it. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. Oh, if you just got down, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee. You've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Ooh, I like how it doesn't even give me an option to say I'm full. I'm just gonna follow her. Get them biscuits. Aww, this is such a cute diner. What kind of pie is that? Mustard. I'm just gonna be weirdly compulsive about pointing out mustard now. Let's see, you got fancy city coffee, you got sausage biscuit. Oh, so yes. Oh, damn it, I clicked accidentally. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Oh god, I didn't even notice they all looked at me. Let's see. In real life, I would just do this. You slide into the nearest booth, pretending you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they'd just seen Bigfoot. No need to be shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. I don't mind because I really like Gretchen, but should the dog be at the table? Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for, and by extension who you're related to. Wink. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of conversation around you. Having keen eye was such a good perk. Listen. Stella pets Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. That must be Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet her. Looks so much like her. Oh yes. Those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I've always thought it'd go away once you finally got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. God, they are talking about me. A young mother and her syrup-stained child just sit at the table across to you. Probably this kid. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That must be Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why she looks sad. I don't know why I'm doing this accent. I'd look sad too if I had Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin's mean too? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you gonna finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea, and we've gotta get home to help Daddy. Ugh. This is so sickly. In the far back corner sits a man alone at a small table sipping coffee and reading a paper. Oh, this dude. Why are strangers who wander in a town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always cold boys, punks, and whippersnappers? Lastly, a group of miners sit hunched around the corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. What do you think? Another youngin' looking for mine work? No way. Clearly clearly don't got the stomach for it. That's gotta be the boss cousin. There's that funeral this week. I'm remembering, right? For old Miss Perline. May she rot in peace. Oh, let the lady rest, Lloyd. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were, especially before they've been so much as lain to rest. If you'd have been around her in her heyday, you'd be speaking ill too, Tommy. He's right, nastiest woman I ever met. That Tabitha is a blessing compared to her. Oof. Sorry, Tabitha. Curse a whole lot of them. May every scarlet burn in hell. Boy, my bloodline's really popular in this town. That's enough of that. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed up your coffee. Or fixed up a coffee. Wait, do they have snake bites? Or is that what they're called? Those piercings? They're really cool. They gracefully place a couple of... God damn it. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Aw, shucks, thanks, Avery. Can I have some sugar? Already taken care of. I know you like your coffee drowned in cream and sugar. Personally, I only like coffee if it's full of sugar. If my coffee's not crunchy, it's not coffee. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Oh, anything for you? This pug is adorable and kind of sick looking now that he's bacon. I like that I can just offer boiled peanuts to every human being in town. I'll order a biscuit and coffee. Could I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and, I'm, sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. I do kind of hope there's something cool to do. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. Oh, and there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Normally if I hear potluck in a small town, I'm assuming it's a church thing. Is that a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? And no. The Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. That's very weird for a small Appalachian town. Oh, well, there you go. That's gotta be unusual. I know. We must seem like heathens. That face while saying that seems like flirty. But there are plenty of God-fearing people in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's fine, but the pastor's another story. There's something a little off about that guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Honestly, I have no idea. Ooh, that's true. She is asking, so she probably has something in mind. That's the right option in terms of socially, but... And I do love a library, personally, but... Something's telling me this is a loaded question and you've got something in mind. Was I being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of the time in the woods with a camera, and it's always been better to have someone else there too. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns biscuit in tow. I almost read that as a very. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit on the house. She sends her condolences. Thanks, it looks great. Thanks, Avery, it looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite and it melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. That is the best way anybody's ever described a biscuit. Let's see. I would just say, whoa, this is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, as Stella mentioned, she's famous. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm going to do it for you. I like Avery. Stella sighs. Oh, poor dog. I'm a YouTuber. Congratulations, Stella. Aren't we all? Wait, what? It's not a big deal. I mean, it pays the bills, but it's really just a passion project, you know? I know some professional YouTubers, and they're pretty much the same way. You're too modest, Stella. Your videos are really good. You should watch them sometime, Violet. They're like the Discovery Channel, but with better research. Ooh, that's saying something. Wait, how do you know my name? Okay, Well, I assume he knows my name because everybody's been talking about me coming here. I'm really more interested in tell me more. Like, what kind of stuff does she do? Color me interested. Tell me more. She hunts cryptids. It all makes sense with the Mothman. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. Not on the lake, you know, but the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. Oh my god, Catawba River. I didn't expect much out of that outing at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. Sorry if my voice is failing me. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known for a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird at the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. I don't know what that is. She pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it would at least be twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I've also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara, but that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. Capybaras are adorable. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw it. I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Oh Lord, don't tell me this cryptid's going to end up killing someone. They do have mountain lions in the Appalachians, to my knowledge, but I'm pretty sure they do. I want to say, oh, that looks like a mountain lion, because if I say it too confidently, it sounds like I'm being an asshole. Despite the shaky camera footage, you can clearly make out the shape of the creature's head and relatively body proportions. You're pretty sure it's a mountain lion. I think that's a mountain lion. God, how many times can I say mountain lion? Can't you see the little kitty cat ears? Oh, no way, that is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I thought there were, but I could be wrong. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found Jack's quad, and there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body is way too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara story. I am too. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries are missing one, but there's always people getting exotic animals as pets. Tiger King. Kind of sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free. Now it'll forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. Well, I'm confused. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's episode tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. I absolutely want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. My voice is gnawing out. We wouldn't have to even camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoops, sorry Avery. It's okay. I should probably get back into it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after the skunk ape. I've seen pictures of the skunk ape. I was about to say, I thought it was living in somewhere farther southeast too. The picture's really weird, and it kind of is just worse Bigfoot. But doesn't the skunk ape live in Florida? Oh, you know your stuff, don't you? I knew you'd make a great partner. This pug changes every click. So cute. It mostly lives in Florida, but there have been a few sightings as far north as Virginia. While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from one town over claimed to have seen it on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. A skunk ape, if it's as big as people think it is, it would rip her dog in half. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky? That sort of thing? That sounds adorable, I'd love to. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to come along. That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese. I like the name Kanika. Running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. The old gang back together? Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, do you think there's a decent chance we could get him to come along? How to come out of his hidey hole, if he's up for it? Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Okay, if you're really sure. But if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to see if you want to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody really cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know. Yeah, just here for the week. Ooh, creaks. Anyway, we're going out to look for the skunk ape. We could take the easier trail, if that would help. Dang, man. That sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight, though. Dang, man. That sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week, and we can have a more low-key hangout. How's that? Alright, yeah, I'll bring her. Me and everybody loves Gretchen. Talk to you soon, bud. Bye. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Friend zoned. I'm kidding. Are you okay? Me? Yeah, I'm more worried about Reese. He's had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I have been that person, and I have friends like that. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just get a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. I mean, that'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. It's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika's so much easier to track down. She's always at the general store every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. I like Stella. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Let's see. Leave a tip. You reach in your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. That's a fair idea. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Aw, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Yes, totally 1 point. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. Alright, this feels like a really good time to end episode number 2. Man, I am not gonna lie, I did not expect to be going cryptid hunting after the second episode with a professional YouTuber. Hello, Stella and Gretchen. I'm very excited to see what else is lying in wait for us, and this is a beautiful little overlook of the town. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you feel like you need to. I'd like to get this series up and running. I want to make sure we get as much exposure for this game as possible. It is a beautifully crafted game, and I am a sucker for story-heavy games, and this is just radiating story and choice system. So yeah, let me know what you think, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye!